Okay, so we take a look at these two swings. We've got on the left-hand side window, Chris, your first one. Like I say, there's a slight issue there with the grip. We can see now we sort of tidied up your grip there. Hands are a bit more on the club together. Certainly more in the fingers now and a more diagonal. So the thumb and forefinger, we can see a bit more together as opposed to that long thumb grip we had before. And a smidgen more distance from the golf ball. But the main focus for you now in terms of swing, and as I said, I think it often stems from that thought process that a lot of golfers have when they first start about keeping their head down. As your swing went back now, maybe because some of the top shots you had, you dipped your head down towards the golf ball. Your shoulder angle now gets very, very, very steep. Restricts a lot of your movement. And as we can see, put it from this angle so easily, but this right hip now kind of pops out there. You can kind of see the rolling of your right foot there at the bottom there, just sort of moving out to the side there as your right leg slides back towards the camera. And just causes a very sort of steep angle of attack. Not much movement in your backswing in terms of how far you can go. And a restriction in that backswing. So when you come back in the golf ball now, because your head's gone down, you have to pop back up. And this is where a lot of the times people get told to keep their head down, because friends or mates who watch them play golf see their head as they come back through doing this motion and go, well, hang on, you must keep your head down. But as we discussed, if your head goes down in the backswing, it can only really come back up on the through swing. And as you're swinging back through faster, it will often throw back up a lot more than it's gone down. So in an ideal world, we want to kind of keep your head on the backswing a little bit more, maintaining a level angle, and we're going to rotate more from this kind of right hip in the backswing. So we can see here now, as you go back, certainly a lot more range of motion because of the better rotation. Now, have you stayed on that green line? Not quite, but you certainly have maintained a better angle, and you can see the club face now getting the top of the backswing, a much more longer kind of swing. That's often helped by the fact you're gripping it better, both in terms of position and in terms of grip pressure. You weren't squeezing on for dear life and getting that sensation that we're sort of rotating into that right side at the top of the backswing. So that's going to be the main focus in terms of swing-wise, getting the engine, as we said, getting the body working better, keeping your spine angle on that green line a bit more. Simple drill as we showed you at home. Get your forward against a wall there. Don't need a golf club in this position, okay? If there was a club, in fact, they'd obviously be in the way. So get your hands in that position where you set up and just practice staying on that red line and on the wall if you're doing it at home there, just to get that feel. If you just keep doing that repetition over and over again, the more that becomes sort of natural, the less you'll have to think about it during the swing. And then obviously the less down you go, the more you can kind of maintain your posture, coming back in with a sort of better strike there, getting that club face strike in the ball, and with a more consistent connection. Now, the ball in this case did go a little bit left, as we can see. That's more to do with the club face and how your arms are reacting based on what your body used to do. Now, once your body changes angles and changes positions, your body's going to have to react accordingly on the way back down. As I say, focus on the main thing in the backswing, get one thing done really well, and once that one thing is done better in the backswing, then probably next session we can look at sort of work on the downswing, how we control your arms from here back into impact. Hope that makes sense, buddy. Any questions, obviously give me a shout. I'll see you again soon. Cheers.